Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods here. How's everybody doing as we sit 30 days, 12 hours, 15 minutes, and 10 seconds away from kickoff of the 2019 season? It's coming quick, guys, real quick. You remember, 226 is where we started out at. And every day I've been here looking at those numbers, and they're just ticking away. Literally a month away from the season opener. Some news, of course. Jerry Jones, they have the whole media get together for the Dallas Cowboys tonight. But Jerry Jones won't be at his own party. Why? He will be in Chicago working on the CBA with the NFLPA. And it's interesting because it's been kind of low key. And that's where you actually know that things are going pretty well because they keep meeting and they're keeping it quiet. They're not letting everybody know, that it's a big deal. When negotiations are going bad and you're trying to get public opinion, that's when you fight it in the media. That's why I believe, and I've got no evidence behind any of this, that the Dak Prescott negotiations are actually going well. They're not fighting it in the media. They're not putting it out there that it's not getting ugly like it has in other situations. And you think about the CBA before, how ugly it got. I think the teams both learned from that past experience. So, with that being said, we're going to negotiations with our big three. We got Zeke, we got Dak, and we got Amari. Amari's in no rush. Amari is betting on himself, so to speak, because he realizes, listen, I take care of business. There's no reason why I won't be the highest paid wide receiver. So whether you pay me right now, I'm already getting, a big chunk of change right now, so I'm good. It's only a few more $1 million. I might wait and I might make another 10, $15 million. So it's no rush to hurry up and get that thing signed. It's not like he's Dak Prescott who hasn't been paid jack in all his years. But even Dak realizes, listen, I'm betting on me. I believe in me. And I know either I'm going to get paid by the Cowboys or they can let me go and somebody else will pay me big time. Either way, I'm good. Zeke Elliott, of course, realizes that, hey, there may not be another payday. I may be worn out before I get another payday. So that's a difference between all the above. Now, today is August 6th, and there's confusion on it whether or not it'll hurt him as far as having an accurate year. In the grand scheme of things, he's not worried about that extra year. He's worried about getting paid right now. I don't think Zeke wants to leave the Dallas Cowboys. He just wants to get a big payday. I can't blame him because, again, as I pointed out the other night, the problem for running backs is their peak year is number four. And pretty much from there on, it goes downhill. So if you're Zeke Elliott and you run for the Cowboys this year, for the 3.8, and you run next year for that 9 million, teams are going to look at you and say, well, you've already got 5 years of wear and tear on you. Your numbers are going to go downhill. So that's the reason why he realizes this. There will not be another big payday if he does not get it now. And of course, Jerry Jones is playing a little bit of hardball and stuff. He said that you don't necessarily need a bellwether back, and in fact said that Alfred Morris, it fits the system real good. Alfred Morris, he's a great running back, and so on. And it's kind of like, a deja vu moment. Do you guys remember when we were talking about Brandon Wheaton throws a beautiful pass out there? It's a real pretty ball. Yeah. Yeah. How'd that work out for Brandon Wheaton and the Cowboys? Hmm. Hmm. Well, I'm going to say something and I'm going to get a lot of blowback. I know this. I believe Zeke Elliott will be coming back in. He won't miss games. That's my personal belief. Okay? I may be 100% wrong. He may hold out, do like an Emmett Smith. Sorry. Don't mean to yawn. Forgive me. But I think, in a way, that this may be a good thing that he's not there. You know the old saying that you don't miss the water till the well runs dry? And for the Dallas Cowboys, you look at the 2017 season, it seemed like because they had plenty of water, Zeke Elliott, they never came up with another plan. You got 21 other guys out there that you rely on as a team to win games. And in the same way, when Tony Romo went down, you didn't plan for them not being there. Other teams lost quarterbacks, but yet they were able to win games and make the playoffs. I mean, hell, look at the Texans that year. They ended up taking Brandon Whedon and found a way for him to win games to get them to the playoffs. We don't plan well for life without players. Tyron Smith goes down. It's the Chaz Green effect. Sean Lee goes down. You know, we go from 83 yards giving up on the ground to 180 yards on the ground. So, in a way, the Cowboys are having to figure out how to do the offense now without Zeke, in which case, that may be a good thing. Because there's no guarantees that even if Zeke's under contract here and happy, that he's going to be healthy for 16 games. And you have to be able to roll with the punches. And now getting Tony Pollard and having, Alfred Morris and things in the backfield and having to use those guys and realizing, okay, you know what, we may have to become more of a passing team if we don't have Zeke. It forces you to change what you're thinking and your thought process and get you in shape and better prepared to handle it in the future. Because make no mistake about it, you're only going to have Zeke Elliott for so many years regardless. And unless you're lucky enough to get another generational back, you're going to be able to play without him. That's what Seattle Seahawks had to do. They had Marshawn Lynch, beast mode, great defense and things. And Marshawn's gone. The defense isn't as strong as it used to be. And Russell Wilson went from kind of like a quarterback that Dallas Cowboys have in Dak Prescott to having to shoulder the load and pass the ball more. It's evolution. You know, you change, you adapt, you overcome, or else you die. So I'm looking at it from that standpoint of maybe this isn't so bad for the team. Maybe I'm just delusional and just trying to find something positive to think about this whole situation. But I do believe that it's causing our new offensive coordinator to do more. To do more. And what we're seeing is, and as far as our defense says, is we're seeing a whole lot more looks. There's you don't necessarily know exactly what's coming at you. It's not as predictable as it used to be. And I think you're going to see more and more. We're only going to see so much out there practice here. There's going to be a lot of different things and changes that we're not going to be knowing about until actually games. And that unpredictability can give you a slight edge that we did not have. I love that whole idea. I cannot wait to see this offense week one against the New York Giants and week two against the Redskins. And that's one of those components that was missing. Again, not to keep beating a dead horse in Scott Linehan, but the Cowboys were never able to prepare when they lost somebody. And it was never more evident over the last few years. So, with the combination of players, there's no way in the world that you can tell me that we were only the 10th best rushing offense last year, that we actually got better once we started using the passing game more with Amari Cooper, that you now add a Randall Cobb and that a Michael Gallup has a year behind him now, that you're not going to be able to turn it up a notch more in the passing game. And with a creative mind, with a guy who's working with the players and trying some different things, that this offense isn't going to go a few steps further, especially with a healthy offensive line. So don't lose your mind just yet about Zeke Elliott, okay? Don't lose it just yet. They'll get this stuff worked out. The Cowboys have a way of just dragging this stuff out and then at the last minute getting it done. You saw it with DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm not getting my shoulder worked on. Well, he should hopefully be ready for week one, but we were getting kind of dicey there on whether or not they were going to get that done in time for that. But they did just in the nick of time. and I have a feeling that this will be the way it'll be with Zeke Elliott, Dak, as well as Amari. So that being said, I got to head on out to the country and get to my day job. I invite you guys to check out my other channel, Joe Boo's Day Job Homes. That's my channel that I'm starting to put videos on, working. And once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to actually live stream some of the stuff. Uh, Yesterday was hell, changing a header in an old farmhouse. This header was literally a log that they had put in the brickwork to hold up, of course, the bricks above it. And it's termite eaten, so I've got to go back through now that I've got the new header up in there bricked in. I got to go through and now start closing the walls back up and fixing the drywall and things. And if you like that kind of stuff, you like seeing some old houses, you like seeing me dirty and sweaty and, you know, trying to fix some shit, excuse my language, then that is definitely the channel for you. That is Joe Boo's Day Job Homes. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, thank you guys for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. I'll see you soon.